So I'm thinking, just as I go, about the internet. I'm thinking about the human brain, and I'm also thinking about the Earth and the human population on the Earth. And it seems to me that these entities are related to each other. So the brain is related to the internet, is related to the human population on the Earth. I'm thinking they're all similar in some ways. It seems to me the internet is composed of many devices interlinked wirelessly or wired connections, lots of computers and servers and all types of hardware interconnected in a vast array of equipment. And it forms essentially a brain of sorts. So the internet, to my mind, is like a brain for the earth. So the earth has a brain in the shape of the internet. And the internet is composed of lots of equipment connected with wires and wirelessly, and it's essentially the same as the brain, which is lots of cells connected together in the head. So if we see the internet as a brain for the earth, and then we have the human brain, which has a similar structure to the internet, and then I'm thinking about how the earth fits in with other bodies around the universe. So what I'm essentially wondering is, could we see the structures of the human brain and then the humans on the earth being like the cells of the brain? So the earth essentially has its own brain in the shape of the human population, which are connected together wirelessly and with wires. So I do think the human population on the earth operates essentially as a brain for the earth, in the same way a human brain operates in our heads. And I think it is strange to see it this way, but it does seem to be accurate, an accurate presentation. Because what I'm thinking is that the internet is kind of awesome in not only as it is currently, but its potential is absolutely incredible. I mean, what humanity will achieve because of our internet and its increasing development over time is just staggering to wonder how far we might go as a society because we have our internet to make use of. And I'm wondering how the internet over time will fit into our lives. Will it continue to be a device essentially that humans use? Or will it become more symbiotic with humans and will be a more partnership, and we won't use it as such like as a machine? It will become part of how we are as humans. And it does seem to me that the internet is like a brain for the earth. It's the same kind of thing going on, the same kind of structure. All of these devices are interconnected in a massive array. So it's like the earth has its own brain in the shape of the internet. And I do think it is kind of awesome, and the potential of the internet over time is just amazing. I mean, I can't even comprehend it. How far will we go? And if we look at how the internet is today compared to how it was 50 years ago, you can see where I'm coming from. The development is absolutely incredible. And so the same principle applies 50 years in the future. How much more developed will it be? How different will the internet be in 50 years' time? It's just staggering and amazing to think how humanity might change. And I'm thinking that humanity will stop being the primary intelligence and the primary entity in the universe. We will have to share our position more with the internet. The internet will become more self-aware, become more capable, and it will enable so much more in our lives. We have to contend with it as an entity in its own right and treat the internet like it's a person, a past personality, as its own intelligence, its own will, and it's just going to be really wondrous how the internet will impact our lives going forward.